Greetings. It's pretty hot today, that's why I'm not wearing a shirt. I'll try not to make it too nakedy for this video. You're also running the dryer and and drying some clothes. That also increases the temperature in my apartment quite a bit. So I wanted to, I thought about this idea to make this video about soda. Because a couple weeks ago, I guess it was the 20th anniversary of New Coke, which was a horrendous failure for the Coca-Cola industry. They tried to change their flavor to something like a little bit more sweet or something to, because I guess Pepsi was gaining in market share, and Pepsi is a little bit sweeter than Coke. I don't know. I haven't drank Coke or Pepsi in a while. I also I drank a lot of Coke and other sodas as a kid, and I don't remember how New Coke tastes. I do remember they had like the new Coke, but they just called it Coca-Cola, and then they released the old Coke flavor as just Coke, or maybe I'm getting that backwards. And then when they switched back to the old formula, they had Coke 2 with a Roman numeral 2 on it. And I don't know. I think it was probably just all a marketing gimmick to raise the sales of original formula when all the competitors were coming out, like RC and whatnot. It seems like the soda industry always sort of releases new flavors, but they only do it briefly. Which is too bad, because some of those new flavors are good. Remember, like, a couple years ago they had Vanilla Coke. I really liked that. But then they got rid of it pretty fast and replaced it with, like, Black Cherry Vanilla, which wasn't as good, and I'm not even sure if they sell that anymore. And also they had, like, Mountain Dew Code Red, which was kind of like a fruit punch carbonated thing. That was pretty good. I think they probably sell that once a year, too. They had Pepsi Blue, which was kind of... It's kind of like Blueberry cereal. You know, they had like Count Chocula, they had Blueberry, which they only sell in certain parts of the country now. It kind of tasted like Blueberry. I don't know. But my favorite soda is one that only lasted briefly in the 80s. It was Pepsi's version of New Coke, I guess, where it kind of failed. It was Crystal Pepsi. Now, I liked this because most clear sodas are citrusy. Sprite, your 7-Ups. And I'm not a big fan of citrusy sodas. I like the cola taste. And Crystal Pepsi was completely clear, like water, but it still tasted like regular cola. And the reason I miss this now is because I can't drink dark sodas anymore. Because a couple years ago, I had kidney stones. Kidney stones are little calcified rocks that form in your kidney, get dislodged, and then snake their way all through the tiny, tiny tube of your urethra, poking and jarting and whatnot, all through, snaking its way through your system, until you finally fire it out of your pee hole. It's even more painful than you think it is. I've heard it's compared to women giving a baby, but it can't really be compared, because if women have all of that pain and then they shoot a little miniature pink wriggly crying person out of their vagina, at least they can keep that little miniature human being. And, well, I don't know, I don't want kids, so I wouldn't consider that a good thing, but most people seem to enjoy their children for the most part. But all I had left with was like a tiny little pebble, and, you know, I named it Carl, but still, I didn't get to keep it. My urologist kept it and had to say that it was caused by dark sodas. Which I guess wasn't really a surprise to me. I mean, I didn't know that dark sodas cause kidney stones, but once I was told that, it wasn't a surprise to me, because I was big on drinking Dr. Pepper at that time. If you've ever seen Forrest Gump, there's that scene where Forrest Gump drinks like a crap load of Dr. Peppers, and then he has to pee when he meets JFK. The Dr. Peppers that he drank before, that was pretty much my daily consumption of Dr. Pepper. I just drank it so much. How I still have enamel on my teeth, I don't know. But yeah, it was kind of bad. Since then, since I'm not a big fan of the citrusy sodas, I have switched to the lovely ginger ale. Green, which is my favorite color. Sometimes I drink it with a straw for fun. And aside from helping it, most people only drink it when they're sick, I guess, but it's also used to mix drinks. It's an ingredient in Shirley Temples, which I can still drink, and I still love those. But they use it in a lot of mixed drinks, stuff like that. And it's not quite citrusy, but it's not a cola taste either. It's just a taste I like, and it's supposed to settle your stomach when you're sick. It's the only soda they offered me after the kidney stones, because after I came out, because they had to put me to sleep, and then they use these like sonic waves to blast the stones while you're in you, and they hit you so hard that they have to put you to sleep for it. And so when you wake up after the anesthesia and everything, they offer you like water, milk, whatever, and they offer ginger ale. Plus, it's made from ground-up little red-headed girls, which most people don't know, and so of course it's delicious. The gingers are gonna get really mad at me for that. I'll get bombed by the ginger separatist movement, ginger fundamentalists. You know, I love redheads. My I love redheads video just hit like 200 views after 11 months, so. But yeah, so I drink ginger ale, but I still kind of miss that cola taste. Occasionally, if I end up going to like Burger King or whatever, they don't have ginger ale there in the water, not a water fountain, the soda dispenser. I'm not sure what the proper term for it is. So usually I'll drink maybe Dr. Pepper there, but that's only like once, twice a year, because normally I just get the food and bring it back to my house, but if I'm there with like Nicole or whatever other friends. But Crystal Pepsi I miss, because it was just, I could still drink it if they still offered it, but they discontinued it back in the 80s, and I don't want to spend $50 for a bottle on eBay or anything. And it's too bad. It just tastes the same. It was just clear, which I guess is probably why it failed. Because like, why spend extra money for a clear version? You can buy the same one with the dye in it or whatever. But soda does try a lot of gimmicks, whether it's Pepsi Blue or Mountain Dew Code Red or OK Soda. Does anyone remember OK Soda? They had these really weird commercials, and the cans or the bottles had always weird sayings, and they had a toll-free number, 1-800-I-FEEL-OK. You can call in for free and listen to like these weird things about the soda. I used to call it all the time as a kid, to the detriment of my grandparents, because I was dying up the phone. I'm not sure what's going on with the soda industry these days. I'm sure they still release crappy new flavors and then discontinue them. Not to the, there's no cola wars, as they dubbed them back in the 80s, where it's this big thing. It no longer is that important to be deemed newsworthy, I guess. But I was thinking about this week, and I don't know why, that I missed Crystal Pepsi quite a bit. Maybe because of all the new Coke stuff they were talking about on the news a couple weeks ago. So yeah, that's my message for Pepsi. Bring back Crystal Pepsi. It's probably coming up on that 20th anniversary, right? They can just bring it back in a small run, maybe just to New England, where I am. I don't know what region of the country it's sold well in, but bring it back for a little bit. That way I can like go to one of those wholesale places like BJ's or Sam's Club and just get like huge giant kegs of Crystal Pepsi and save it up like I'm just trying to survive for a not a zombie apocalypse or something. You know, some people hoard bottled water, some people hoard weaponry for the zombies, and I'll hoard giant kegs of Crystal Pepsi. This is a very stupid video. I'm running out of ideas. Sure brought Hugsy. I do miss Crystal Pepsi, though. Until then, I'm just stuck with ginger ale. And I can't get a redhead, but at least I can drink one. That sounds disturbing. Especially since I said it was little redheaded girls. I didn't say it was, like, adult redheaded girls. It's redheaded women. Wait, the redheaded women's liquid, that's also dirty. I'll shut up now.